Hello, hello, hello. I am Ben the Bold, and we are the Restless Germans. That's right. We started out as a small tribe here on the Baltic coast. We took over a bunch of land. We united Swabia. We started out as the Varnian tribe. We united Swabia. Now we are the Swabians. And then we decided to start migrating. We originally went to the coast of the Black Sea. We kind of burned and raided all around there. We went through. We contributed to the collapse of the Seleucid Empire, and then we made a disastrous decision and we marched across this vast desert, took a ton of desert attrition on our way into India to just grab some food. We came and attacked the Boyja. That didn't work out so well either. We lost a ton of cohorts in Boyha, although we at least grabbed enough food to continue our march down to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is what we consider to be the promised land. It is a country that is not allied to anyone, and it is also a country that has vast food reserves, and we definitely want to make sure that we take all of them. So, we are still marching our way through. I think I'm just going to go ahead and jump to speed 5 until all of our cohorts are in a little bit closer to Sri Lanka. Why does it say we have territory? Or we... Yeah, we can't... yeah, we don't have a capital. We are a true migratory horde. So I'm going to jump back down to speed 3 real quick. And as my cohorts are coming in, let's just go ahead and start marching them around. This army of 20,000 is going to be difficult to deal with. I'm a little nervous about them. Also, these 14,000 troops, it turns out I'm at war with this nation too? Well, dang. So yeah, these 20,000 troops, I wonder... So you can get an automatic stack wipe if you have more than 10%, or more than... If they have less than 10% of the number of troops you do. So if I move 20,000 cohorts right here, I can stack wipe them instantly, correct? That might be something I actually try to do, because they are significantly better teched. They have a better general. They have elephants. They will be an absolute nightmare to fight. So I might just try to auto stack wipe them. I'll take a bunch of attrition in the very, very short term. So let's actually, yeah, let's move as many armies as we can next to this force, but not directly on top of it. These 4,000 men. How many men do they have in the bank? What's their manpower look like? 19,000. Alright, so if we can beat this 20,000 stack, that's going to pretty much be half of the entire fighting force that they could field. And we have more than 200 cohorts still. Thankfully, we have 320. Oh, man. We have fought some disastrous wars. These guys have to know what's coming, right? Now, the fact that they do have such good tech means that we are going to tech up, hopefully pretty quick. Alright, so that seems to be the last of our pops. You are taking attrition here. That's alright, you have plenty of food. You have plenty of food. We're just gonna see how this goes. I do think that we can get an auto stack wipe. I want to leave, let's say, 20,000 men here to auto-stack wipe this army. Although 2,000 men I'm not super worried about. Alright, let's do 22,000. And these other 2,000 men will come here. I'm just very, very temporarily going to go ahead and place all of these people right on top. That should be over 200,000. And again, this is just going to be for just a split second. And we should get this auto stack wipe. Alright, 250,000. That is enough. Let us go ahead. We'll select just one army and we will raise this city. Alright. They look to be at low morale as well. Auto stack wipe. Perfect. Huge victory. Alright, so now we need to distribute as quick as possible before we start taking just a ton of attrition. Let's move. Oh no. We're stuck. There was a fort here. Whoops. Alright, so let's hope this fort falls pretty quick. That was a mistake. Again, another unforced error. Shit. Well, could I just... Oh, it's a set. Ooh, man. It thankfully doesn't have a super strong... Their fort defense is really low at just 7.5%. I could assault it with how many men I have, but I will lose a ton of men in the process. So instead, I'm just going to hope that I have enough food stores to get me through this siege. Let's unite these two armies. You don't have a ton of food. Alright, you don't have a ton of food. You have quite a bit, though. The good news is, once we take this fortress, we will be able to restock our food supplies in all of northern Sri Lanka, and that's very important. In the meantime, we're not taking attrition yet, but now this army is all of a sudden out of food. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. There are 20 pops here. In this army there are... I'm just going to go ahead... If I settle this, will I get some food automatically? Yeah, you're taking a lot of attrition all of a sudden. Alright, I'm going to get all of these migratory cohorts. We're going to select them. We're going to deselect this army, and we're going to merge these two together. So you have a little bit of food for a little bit of time. I'll tell you what, if I had a wall breach, I would assault that fort. It's a race against the food. They've already re-upped 15 cohorts. We're not taking any attrition right now, but we will certainly do it when we... Alright, this fort needs to fall. It needs to fall fast. Come on, get lucky, get lucky. Yes! We got lucky. You know what? None shall hide. We would get 235 gold. We're going to go ahead and do that. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and just split this army in half then. And let's go ahead. You are now going to be gaining food. Yeah. Alright, that was a huge win. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and desecrate their holy site. Why not? Let's get rid of these little cohorts. Just delete them. You're all of a sudden gaining food. We'll split you in half. We'll give you as good a general as we can. You're going to go this way. You are going to go this way. You. We men are here. Let's split you in half as well, and split you in half. So then now you will take charge of this army, and you will go here. You will get a new general, and you will go here. You will just stay where you are. Split you in half. You get a general, and you will go up there. Split you in half. Split you in half again. Let's get rid of this cohort. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. We at least are going to be gaining food now. Well, as soon as we capture some of these little outlying provinces. You know what? I'll go ahead and take White Peace from Alupia. Or the Alupans. It's the best part about being a migratory horde. You're never going to take any losses if you... I'll go ahead and move you there. You are at least gaining food now, right? Perfect. I want this army to just go away. Alright, so we are now in a position where all of our forces are eating. Okay. We were starving for a little while, but we are eating again. Let's take a look. They have 16 cohorts. Alright, we're in good shape. We unfortunately had someone die. What a shame that is. But we are eating and eating well. Let's go ahead and just take this little territory. Give you a general. Yeah, look at how much food they're losing, though. Yeah, we're going to try to eat them out of house and home. We're also going to make sure that we raise everything. So we get almost 3 research points per time we click the button. Alright, you are actually fully stocked on food supplies, so you will go and try to siege down Gokana. Interesting, you've gained arthritis. I don't really care. Your food supplies are also looking full, so we will move you into, probably take this fortress here, but for now we're just going to move you to the province of Simhalva. Your food supplies are looking good, so we're just going to move you northwards. Your food supplies are actually looking pretty full, so we're going to move you north as well. And we're going to raise... I need to know where their army is. They have 16 cohorts. That's not nothing, especially because they out-tech us by so much. The good news is, for some reason, their fort defense is very low in many of their forts, so we are able to capture them relatively quickly. Like, this one's already at 35%. Yeah, this is very much what we needed. With 325 cohorts, we were really starting... It's hard to believe that with more than double the number of cohorts as the next strongest power, that we were in any kind of trouble. But we really were, because our cohorts are, well, to put it gently, trash. So, being in a situation where we only had 300 cohorts is honestly not great. We really did need we needed a war like this where we had a chance to grab more food. And we got to be more careful. We have to be moving a lot slower. No more of these huge grand migrations through deserts, that's for sure. Instead, let's go ahead and just try to ravage India and see if what we can do in southern India to just make our horde a little bit stronger. After all, we were at one point pushing about 500 cohorts, and, well, we're not there anymore. So we have won the siege of Gokana, and now we are going to go ahead and move southward. Where's the capital of this province? It's way down here, so it's going to be... This is where having... Alright, this little army doesn't do anything. It's worth making sure we are very well stocked on food. Oh, looks like they want peace. No peace, only war, unfortunately. I might go ahead and just settle one of these territories. As I said, I might go ahead and settle one of these territories, specifically this one up here. I'll raise it first, though, just because... Can I raise you? No. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and delete those cohorts. I was going to say, I might settle this one right here, just because then I could maybe grab some territory in a peace deal. Eventually, I'm going to... This war is... By no means, I don't have to pay any attention to truces, thankfully, as this kind of migratory cohort, or migratory horde. So I'm going to go ahead and say our qualms with the Sri Lankans, they are not anywhere near done yet. Maybe I should actually settle all of their provinces with forts. Yeah, I think that might be what I do. I mean, if I settle all of their provinces with forts, and then destroy said forts, then these next wars would go by much quicker. Alright, I'm gonna actually just switch this army with this one, since you have full food and you're going to head this way. This army is going to go... It's going to split in half. And this half is going to go to here. How are we doing tech? This should... Yeah, look at that. All those were almost empty. All these tech progression bars were almost empty when this war started. Yeah, I think their last army is just hanging out right here. Or we'll see. In fact, where is their last army? So they apparently have 16,000 troops. Oh, I bet they've hired mercenaries somewhere out in the world that just haven't arrived or... Okay. Well, shoot, then I am definitely just going to fully annex or grab as much of this land as possible. And I will settle all of their territory with forts. Ask for peace. Destroy all the forts. Migrate. Declare war again. Destroy all the destroy their country. Yeah. We're just going to grab all of the pops here, turn them all into Germans. At this point, I know that whenever you migrate a pop, it becomes whatever culture you are. But I have to sit here and wonder, as all of my Germans are way here on the other side of the world in India. Yeah, that's right. We started here and we migrated all the way to India. But I have to wonder, how many of these cohorts actually started out? How many of them are still, if, for instance, they didn't switch culture when you migrated them, how many of them would actually still be Germanic? How many people have we just picked up along the way versus how many people did we still have from Germany? Maybe I should think, if I wanted to, I could just play a very standard game now where I could settle here, maybe try to form a Germanic empire down here in India. That would be weird. It'd be weird, that's for sure, but it's also not what I'm going to do. I'm having a great time playing as Migratory Horde. I think I'm going to do this for a little bit longer. So after the Sri Lankans, and again, we have maybe a couple wars here with Sri Lanka. I think I might head towards India. You are guaranteeing 2 countries, and you do have an alliance with some quite strong countries, actually. But as long as I move slowly, and can always retreat back into Sri Lanka, I actually feel pretty good about this. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a new unit. Alright, so I'm going to settle here with these 7 pops. I need 42 pops. So let's go ahead and raise. And grab these 10 pops, move them here, along with those 32. How many pops are here? 43. So I'm just going to move these 2 armies to there. How many pops here? Just 5. So I'll just take these 6 pops and settle them. So yes, I'm grabbing control of all of their forts. Then we'll migrate. Recapture all of this territory. And then we're going to capture as much territory as we can right away. Then we'll recapture all this territory. We'll burn it all to the ground again. And then grab some more territory. Grab some more pops, I mean. We're not worried about territory, we're worried about pops. Might as well just grab all of this cash, destroy all these buildings. Alright, let's sue for peace. How much territory can we grab? Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna grab as much as I can then. That was fast. Alright, so now here's the hard part. Where's our new capital? Our capital's down here. Shoot. That's not where I want it, actually. I want it to be up here. You know what Alright, so first of all, I know that I can just go ahead and get rid of these two. So now, here's... Alright. Here is the kind of fun part, where I try not to... Maybe I took too much territory here, honestly. Let's go ahead and migrate away from this province first. Then we'll have to sit in this province once it becomes the capital province and just probably let our stability tick back up. And then we will declare war again. Or actually, I might be happy to leave the Sri Lankans here as a buffer state. That way I can come in when I do declare war against Pandya. So maybe I'll just take one more province from Sri Lanka. But then when I do come in and declare war against Pandya, then anytime things are going poorly, I could just retreat here to the land that has been decolonized. Well, no, I want... Honestly, I kind of want land to retreat into if I need, where I can also... I might leave them as a buffer state. We'll say that. Yeah, we're going to have a rebellion really quickly. Of course. Not worried about a rebellion per se. Alright, how many people here? 22. So I'm just going to move these 24 into this province. How many people here? 11. Alright. Alright, so now our capital is in this province, which is what we wanted. I want my province to be up here, or my capital be up here, because we're going to uncolonize all of these, and we're going to try to uncolonize all of these first. That will mean that, we're going to uncolonize all these first, and the reason why I want to do that is because we are going to be losing loyalty in this province very, very, very quickly, and we cannot migrate from a province that is disloyal. However, we are never going to lose loyalty out of this province, and so since we are trying to migrate out of here first, might as well not even try to attempt migrating from here until, well, all of this is done. Man, we have absolutely ravaged their food supplies, and we are going to continue to do that, it looks like. It's alright, we're not going to be around long enough for that to matter. We'll go ahead and settle here and here. This means at the end of this month... Ooh, also, let's go ahead and settle here as well. We only need 8 cohorts to do that. And at the end of the month... Cool, now I'm going to have to hit this button a few times. Alright, and we are decolonizing quite well, quite well. Thankfully there's only 7 pops there, 8 pops here, 6 pops, 6 pops, 9 pops. Alright, perfect. We won't have to hit the button multiple times for any more pops in this province. So let's go ahead and let's get, because honestly we're taking too much food away from this province. Because I have a feeling the main food-producing province here was this one. Let's take a look. Amber, gemstones, incense. Yeah, so there's no one's like producing any food here, are you? Man, you have some really great, except for the lack of food, you have some really great trade goods here. Yeah, but they only have fish. Alright, so let's go ahead. You've regained enough. Anyone who has enough food is actually going to come on over into Pandaia. You obviously can't. You obviously can't. You have enough food. Come on over. You also have enough food. Come on over. Some of these armies I will need to do some settling, but you... Alright. I think that should be good for now. We're going to go ahead and march you all towards Pandaia. You, I'm going to use to settle. We are gaining 0.52 stability per month. I'm going to go ahead and stab the pig. I'm going to stab it twice because, well, I'm just hoarding political influence at this point, and stabbing the pig is pretty much all I'm using that for. I guess I could try to import some food real quick, but yeah, it seems like everyone hates me. Let's already just take a look at how many cohorts we have. Oh, I was going to say we only have 264. It's because I've settled a bunch of them. But we're okay. We're going to be just fine. I need 8 cohorts here. And now I will have you sit, and now you'll wait till the end of the month. And the rest of the army will move forward. I only need 9 cohorts here. Migrate. These 15,000 men can come there. You, I will have 9. 1, 2. Select you. I'll have you sit. Well, not sit. But, you know, I'll have you settle. And at the... how many cohorts are in here? So just 7. And at the end of March, I'll be able to migrate these 2 provinces as well, or territories as well. Making almost a full stability point per month now. Alright, unfortunately I will, no matter what I do, I'll have to hit the migrate button twice for this province, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and settle this whole army. Or for this, I'll have to hit the migrate button twice for this territory. I always call them provinces, it's just a hard habit to break. Man, look how fast they lose loyalty. 2.84. It's a good thing I don't have to keep them loyal for super long. And none of these are taking any food attrition. If we could just completely siege down this province right at the beginning of a war, that would be huge. I bet, however, Karana is where their capital is for that. Maybe in one of these cities. Probably Karana. And at the beginning of September, I will migrate from these last 2 remaining territories in this province. Oh, looks like we have a new clan leader. What a shame. Ooh, actually, we don't have any stability. Like, none whatsoever. It's alright, we gain 0.96 per month. Heck, I could even hit this sacrifice to gods button again and we'd be... I'm not going to hit it yet. Alright, so I just need 10 pops here. Go ahead and do that real quick. Settle. These 17 pops are going to come to Akor. Let's go ahead and grab that morale of armies. And then as soon as we get enough stability, we will go ahead and settle from these 2. So that's going to be 6 months. But 6 months isn't too long, and I don't think we're going to lose all of the loyalty. Yeah, so we should be good. I'll wait 6 months, and then I'll probably have to call the episode quits there. It's a busy day for me, you know. I'm just trying to sneak in, play some Imperator real quick. I am really enjoying this game. I'm really enjoying this specific playthrough. You know what? Ooh, I don't... Well, they're going to lose food anyway. Let's just burn down the granary. Why not? Are there any buildings that I can destroy for money? Not that money's super important. I could think about hiring some mercenaries every time I'm in a big war. That's something I could do. That could be fun. We're still only at 273 cohorts, but like, keep in mind, we have 89, well now just 88 cohorts trapped here. We have 71 trapped there. Probably want to go ahead and... Yeah, because you're losing a pop per month, practically. So I probably want to go ahead and migrate from these 2 places quicker, sooner rather than later. At least hit the button a few times. So you know what? I'm actually going to come back here. Let's sacrifice to the gods again and again. That's all we're using our political... Now we're going to be gaining stability at 1.35 per month. So let's go ahead and actually migrate from you once. And you can come right to there. Alright, so we definitely want to keep migrating from these kind of bigger cities in a hurry. but I think that's where I unfortunately am going to have to call it quits for the day. Let's take a look at the ledger, shall we? We have 273 cohorts, but how many pops do we have? We have 249 pops. Soon enough, all 249 of those pops are going to be transformed into, well, migratory cohorts. So we eventually will just, once again, just have an insane number of pops. But unfortunately, that will probably have to be in our next episode. We aren't going to be looking to go to war with anyone else until we've fully migrated, probably just completely destroyed all of Sri Lanka. And then we'll be looking to go to war with Pandaea. That, unfortunately, though, is where I'm going to have to call it quits for the day. I hope you're enjoying the series. This one, we definitely needed a good victory here, and I think that's what we got today. Ooh, it looks like Pandaea has actually done some work up here in the Marian territories. Interesting. We'll have to watch those developments closely. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I know I am. If you enjoyed this series, if you're enjoying the series, why don't you hit that subscribe button? If you just made it this far in the video, I really don't think you have any excuse not to hit the like button, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.